Breath of the Wild was one of those games that I really thought I was never going to finish. All right, everybody, you asked for it, and it is finally here. Reviews of the games that I've completed, and the first one being Breath of the Wild. It's your boy SBZ Plays the Gaming Knight, and we are here to talk about game reviews, live stream, and have a glimpse into my life. That's really what this channel has become. It's interesting. Anyway, if you like this kind of content, go ahead and press the like, subscribe, and get notified every time we do stuff just like this. Breath of the Wild was a phenomenal game. We streamed it live, so if you did not get to watch me do this live, I'm just gonna break this up into different sections, so hopefully you can actually see what my review is for this game. But then again, if you did miss out on this journey, you can always hit the playlist right here, and you can actually watch the whole journey. I went from start to finish, the whole situation. Also, if you have not played the game, stop what you're doing and go play the game. But before you do, please go like and subscribe right now. You're watching me. You're interested. I don't know what you're doing. Go subscribe right now. All right, we always go into combat because I'm a combat kind of person. The combat in this game was pretty self-explanatory, but there are very intense advanced combat methods that I didn't find out until I went into a specific shrine. So please do not worry. It does get better than block and slash, block and slash, block and slash, because there are flurry rushes. Flurry rushes are exactly when you do a perfect dodge and then you can go and just attack the enemy with whatever situation you have. There's also a perfect counter where you can actually take the block and press the A button and dish off whatever beam it sends at you or whatever slash it sends at you. I was never really good at those, but everything is a system of pattern. So if you know the pattern, you can actually use a perfect dodge or a perfect counter and defeat the enemy. That includes boss battles as well. Like, honestly, if I would have known about the perfect counters sooner, I would have defeated a whole lot more guardians. That. But the more you explore, the more weapons you find. The more weapons you find, the greater chance you are at beating bokoblins and a whole lot more. Why didn't they just say goblins? Like bokoblins? Come on. Now you get the chance to do one-handed weapons, also two-handed weapons, and you also get archery. Now, archery gets a whole lot better when you go to Rito Village, and we're gonna get to that a little bit further into the review, but when you go to Rito Village, you will be able to get a long distance bow. Yes, no more having to get up close to actually shoot. You get a long distance bow and you can actually go in, like go in. Now, the first bow you get in Rito Village is actually kind of sucky. It does give you the long distance, but it's not that powerful. But then the second bow that you do get in Rito Village, you actually get to go a whole lot further and it's a whole lot more powerful. It's just amazing. Now you also get specific powers. This happens whenever you defeat one of the Divine Beasts. Once you unlock the Divine Beast, you get 4 different methods of fighting powers or just life in general powers, which are amazing. My favorite was Revali's Gale, the best power, I would have to say. Recharged quick, you got to go up, you got to just glide and do whatever you needed to do. And if you had the right stamina, you could just ride that thing on to heaven. All right, let's go to the next section, graphics. Now this is a beautiful open world game for the Nintendo Switch. Now the only other open world game that I can compare it to is Pokemon Violet and Scarlet. But the fact that this is a remake from the Wii U, which I didn't find out until after I defeated the game, is amazing. It just makes it a whole lot better. The way the mountains look, the way the river looks, the way everything just doesn't look pixelated, everything looks real. Like, the more you get into it, the more it looks real. It just really looks like people really took their time developing the game. Game Freak, take notes. Because although Pokemon Violet and Scarlet was a really phenomenal game, graphically, there were some things that could have been better, like certain glitches and certain pixelation that happens within the game. I never saw any of that in the Zelda game. Now, mind you, this was the only open world Nintendo Switch that I have to compare it to, so please don't have me in the head in the comment section. The graphics were just phenomenal. All right, let's talk about travel. There are certain methods of travel that you can do within this game. First method of travel is on foot, of course. Now, Zelda doesn't really have any stamina in the beginning, so you have to unlock certain shrines in order to get more stamina, so then he can run a little bit longer. But if you don't want to go that route and it takes a long time to do that, how about we go ahead and go to the horses? Now you can actually sneak up on a horse, jump on it, calm it down, and now you have that horse for life. Register it at a stable, and now you can call that horse anytime you want. The horse that we decided to go with from our gameplay was called Nutmeg, and Nutmeg was amazing. Even though 35% of the game was the only time that I was actually on Nutmeg, but traveling with the horse was amazing. Now, another method of travel would be fast travel. So when you unlock each shrine, you can fast travel to the specific shrine. So that way you don't necessarily have to keep going on foot or by horse. Now, it's just not just the shrines, there's also a way to travel to the towers. So once you unlock the towers, you can actually go to that as well. There's also a method of where you can actually go to the Divine Beast, but that's only if you have not defeated the Divine Beast. If you defeated the Divine Beast, then you can't really go back to the Divine Beast. All right, let's talk about the story. And here is the part where there might be some spoilers. So if you have not played the game, yet again, go play the game. All right, you start off dead. I know, very anticlimactic. But apparently he's dead in almost every Zelda game. But he wakes up to a voice that he doesn't really recognize, and it ends up being Zelda. Of course, she's telling him to wake up, it's time, but you don't really know what time it is. As he gets out of the cave, he's greeted by an old man. This old man turns out to be the great king of Hyrule, who actually died when Calamity Ganon took over. He, in spirit, is basically giving you a guide on how to basically maneuver until you can unlock a great way of travel, which is by gliding. Once he gives you everything that you need, he puts you on a quest basically to wake up Zelda and defeat the Divine Beast. But he sends you to a specific village where you have to go and talk to Impa, and Impa actually puts you on the rest of your quest that Zelda has given her. All the while you have to unlock your memories basically so you can remember everything that happened, but through the Divine Beast you unlock memories as well. So for those of you who are 100%ers, definitely unlock everything. For those of you who aren't really 100%ers like myself, you don't really have to do everything. But if you unlock all of the memories, there is a special ending at the end. But if you don't, it's okay. So finally, what is my review for this game? It is a 10 out of 10. The developers really did a really good job in Zelda, and I'm definitely a fan. I'm currently in Tears of the Kingdom right now, and it's just giving me the same old lore. It's like I'm continuing the game of Breath of the Wild. So I definitely play this again with a little bit more incentives now that I know how to maneuver in the game. I'd probably, I don't know about 100%, but I'd probably do some more stuff in there just to get me more prepared for each boss battle. And then I would also probably get the DLC. Yes, there is a DLC for this game, and if you do, that gives you another Divine Beast and another alternative ending, so I've been told. But then again, when you're streaming, it's kind of hard to focus on certain aspects and certain things like chat and exploring. You don't want to waste people's time, but then at the same time, you don't want to waste your time. So still trying to figure out the balance here. Once again, it's SBZ Plays, the Gaming Knight, and we'll see you in the next review.